When your cat follows you into the bathroom and refuses to let you close the door, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Most people think it's just curiosity or a lack of boundaries. We laugh about the bathroom bodyguards and the way they stare at us from the edge of the tub. But behind that insistence on being in the room with you, there's something much deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most vulnerable and intimate things your cat can do. And if you push them away or find it annoying, which most owners do, you might be accidentally breaking a silent contract of trust they've been trying to sign with you for years. Let's start with what this bathroom ritual really means. 1. The debunk. It's not about privacy, it's about security. Have you ever wondered why your cat seems to wait specifically for the moment you sit down to make their move? Most people think it's because cats are nosy, or that they simply want your undivided attention because they know you're trapped. We assume they're being clinging or demanding. Here's what's actually happening. In the wild, bathroom time is the most dangerous moment for a feline. When a cat is doing their business, they are physically vulnerable to predators. By following you into the bathroom, your cat isn't trying to invade your privacy, they are providing sentinel behavior. Think about that for a second. Your cat sees you entering a small, enclosed space, preparing to be distracted and vulnerable. They aren't there to watch you, they are there to watch the door for you. This reveals that your cat views you as part of your core family unit, a unit that needs protection. And by the way, if your cat ever stares at the door while you're occupied, don't brush it off. We'll get to what that specific gaze means at the end, and it's something most owners wish they'd understood sooner. 2. The science, the door dilemma, and social facilitation. Why do they complain so loudly if the door is shut? Is it just a cat thing to hate closed doors? Researchers who study feline behavior call this social facilitation. A 2019 study from Oregon State University found that most cats actually prefer social interaction with their humans over food or toys. But more specifically, behavioral scientists have observed that cats are obligate social creatures when it comes to their primary bond. Here's what this means for your bond. When you close that door, you aren't just taking a break, you are creating a territorial barrier that removes their access to your most important resource, you. To a cat, a closed door isn't a request for privacy, it's an environmental threat. When they cry at the door, they aren't being dramatic. Their body chemistry is actually shifting. Studies on domestic cats reveal that being separated from their secure base, that's you, can cause an immediate spike in cortisol. They aren't following you because they're nosy. They're following you because, scientifically speaking, your presence is what keeps their nervous system regulated. 3. The scent angle, the group scent sanctuary. Have you noticed how your cat rubs against your legs or the bathroom cabinets while you're in there? Commonly, we think they're just being affectionate or asking for pets while we have nothing else to do. Here's what's actually happening. The bathroom is a place where scent profiles change rapidly. When you shower or use products, you're effectively washing off the family scent. To a cat, this is a minor olfactory emergency. They follow you into the bathroom to engage in aloe rubbing, the act of reapplying their pheromones onto you and the environment. By rubbing against you in this small space, they are claiming you all over again. They are ensuring that when you walk out of that room, you still smell like home and not like a stranger. It's their way of making you family, over and over again, every single day. Now, before we keep going, if you're learning something new about your cat, hit like and subscribe. That's how we get these videos to more cat owners who want to love their cats the right way. 4. The evolutionary connection, the kitten brain reflex. Do you ever feel like your cat treats you more like a parent than a roommate in the bathroom? This behavior has deep roots in their kittenhood. In the wild, a mother cat will lead her kittens to safe spots and keep them close during transitions. This is a survival instinct. Even as adults, domestic cats often retain neotenous traits. Essentially, they stay in a permanent state of kittenhood when interacting with humans. Here's what most people don't realize. When you move from the living room to the bathroom, you are migrating in your cat's eyes. In their ancestral memory, following the leader of the colony is the only way to stay safe.
They aren't just following you, they are tracking you. They are using an ancient primal instinct that tells them where the provider goes, I must go to survive. It's a beautiful, ancient echo of the very first bond they ever formed with their mother. 5. The selective behavior. Why they only follow you. Have you noticed how your cat might ignore your partner or your guests when they go to the bathroom, but they'll practically trip you to get inside when it's your turn? We often assume cats just like the bathroom because of the tile or the dripping faucets, but if that were true, they'd follow everyone. The fact that they only follow you is a profound statement of preference. Animal cognition research shows that cats form monotropic bonds. They often choose one person as their primary attachment figure. They don't do this with strangers, and they rarely do it with people they don't fully trust. Think about that for a second. In a house full of people, they've identified you as the person worth guarding. They have decided that your safety is their responsibility. When they sit on the bath mat while you brush your teeth, they are saying, you are the one I have chosen to belong to. It's the ultimate sign that you're not just a food provider, you are their person. Now, before we keep going, if you're learning something new about your cat, hit like and subscribe. That's how we get these videos to more cat owners who want to love their cats the right way. 6. The ultimate revelation, the vulnerability exchange. Remember earlier when I mentioned the way they stare at the door? In the feline world, showing your back to someone or closing your eyes in their presence is a vulnerability exchange. When your cat follows you into the bathroom and then turns their back to you to watch the door, they are performing the highest form of feline sacrifice. They are intentionally putting themselves in the line of danger in their mind so that you can relax. They are offering you their protection at a time when they think you are at your weakest. This isn't just about hanging out. This is your cat choosing you over their own survival instincts. They are saying, I trust you enough to be in this small trapped space with you, and I love you enough to be your shield. What makes this even more meaningful is that cats are solitary hunters by nature. Choosing to co-guard a space is a behavior they only reserve for those they consider their heart kin. It's not a small gesture, it's a total surrender of their independent nature. 7. The warning, when the ritual breaks. What does it mean when this behavior suddenly stops? If your cat has been your bathroom bodyguard for years and suddenly stops following you, or if they start hiding in the bathroom alone when you're not there, don't ignore it. Because cats are masters at hiding pain, a change in these intimate rituals is often the first red flag. If they stop seeking that closeness, it could mean they are experiencing sickness behavior, where their instinct to hide and protect themselves overrides their instinct to guard you. Otherwise, if they suddenly become frantically obsessed with the bathroom to the point of distress, they might be picking up on a change in your scent or health that they don't understand. Never take the bathroom ritual for granted. It is a daily check-in on the health of your relationship. If the door to the bathroom is open, the door to their heart is open too. So, the next time your cat follows you into the bathroom and sits silently by your feet, remember the question we started with. That's not a nosy pet. That's not a cat who doesn't understand privacy. That is a guardian. That is a family member applying a group scent to make sure you belong. That's not just a bathroom habit. That's devotion. And that simple behavior, following you into a small tiled room, it was never small to them. It's a profound act of love, and it shouldn't be small to you either.